Hi everyone, welcome back to art class. Oh, we got another Star Wars, May the 4th be with you week. Craft. So much fun. You know, everyone, I think everyone knows that I really love Star Wars. I love it so much. It's actually the main reason why I became a creative, became a designer, became a pop-up book maker and an illustrator. It's because of Star Wars, because I loved all the books, all the making of Star Wars books from back when I was a kid, and I loved to see all the artists and how they made all the different models and how they came up with all the ideas for the really cool spaceships and characters and costumes and everything that Star Wars was. I love all the process of making a movie, and especially movies like Star Wars. So I really appreciate the artists, and I wanted to be one of those people. Now, I didn't become a movie person, but I've been able to work with a lot of different things. And Star Wars, of course, I've done lots of Star Wars books, and which is really cool because I'm the big nerd in me gets to play in the Star Wars universe, woo, besides just with my action figures. But today, I thought we would make something well, today we'll do another Star Wars craft. This is going to be a really easy one. It shouldn't take very long at all. And, you know, I'm talking about playing in the Star Wars universe, right? Well, why not? We all need our own lightsaber, right? Well, we're going to make a lightsaber from a paper towel roll. And we're going to build our own lightsaber and decorate it. And then we can have our own papercraft lightsaber that we can play with. And we can design it ourselves. So should we get started? All right, let's get going. What you're going to need is, of course, you're going to need one paper towel, paper towel roll. Now, you know, being in quarantine, we're going through recycling off a lot, and so I've been picking up lots of these paper towel rolls, so we can use this. This is going to be the hilt of our lightsaber. Wow, you know, we're going to be able to hold it. Lightsaber is going to have to come out of there. What are we going to make it out of? Well, we can use two things. We can either use cardstock. You're going to need about 3 sheets of cardstock that are the same color, or construction paper, 3 sheets of the same color. And you can choose whatever color you want. I'm going to use 3 sheets of yellow. Okay, so I have 3 sheets of cardstock that I'm going to use, and that's going to be our lightsaber blade. And then I want you to look through your scraps, right? Or scraps of stuff. This is what we're going to use to decorate with. Now you can use markers, of course, but then do you have scraps of other stuff? Like I was looking through my craft bin and I found like some used paper. I'm going to probably use some of this black cardstock and paper. I found some foam. This is a sheet of black foam. I think I'm going to use some of this on there, which will be cool. I found this cool gold paper. I want to use that a little bit. But look through and see what kind of scraps you have. You could even use stuff like if you have extra felt, whatever you want to put on to decorate the hilt, because the hilt is going to need, and that's the handle of it. We're going to need all kinds of different things, like we're going to need different colors. Now you could draw on it if you wanted to. You could draw the little details, or we could add all those little bits. I even found some, get this, look at these jewels here. Ooh, I found these in my craft drawer, and I'm going to use these as buttons. So, to put everything together, we can use a couple things. We're going to use, I think we're going to use some double-sided tape. And we're also going to use, I think I'm going to pull out the glue gun, all right? We can use the glue gun because some of these things are hard to stick with. You could also use regular glue. You got to be real patient though. But for this video, I'm going to use a glue gun, okay? So if you need help using a glue gun, get some help, whether it's your parents or your kids or your friends or your droids. Astromechs are really helpful when using a glue gun, because astromech droids always remind you that you're supposed to turn it off. You always turn it off when you're finished, right? Okay, so let's get started. So first up, we're going to make the blade of our lightsaber with our 3 pieces of either construction paper or cardstock, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my paper towel here, roll. Paper towel roll. Say it right, say it right. And I'm going to use the paper. And I'm just going to kind of roll my first sheet of paper just like this. See how I just rolled it? And I'm going to make sure that it fits, it can fit inside my paper towel roll. And I'm going to make sure too, see how it kind of came, this isn't evened out on top. I'm just going to make sure it evens out a bit. And see at the top, so I'm just gonna even it out. Oh, see how that looks? See how that edge looks? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to lay it inside so it's been fit inside, and now I can see that it's pretty straight up at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, I think I'm going to take some double stick tape. You could also use one-sided tape if you really wanted to. And I'm going to pull this up and stick the tape underneath, just like that, and then put it back. So what I did was I just stuck it to itself. I'm going to use a little bit more. This is going to be tough. I'm going to fold it in half this time. And what I'm going to do, let's see if you can see me do this. That light, pretty harsh. There we go. Stick it right inside. See how I did? I'm going to stick it to itself. And then I'm going to slowly take this out a little bit more. And I'm going to add a little bit more tape. And the reason why I'm doing this is I want to make sure that my lightsaber blade fits inside and fits inside our handle, our paper towel roll. See, I just stuck it in there, and then I stuck it to itself. It should be able to come out. Now you're going to need to pinch that tape a little. And if you can't, if this tape is here, if you want, you could use, if you have one-sided tape only, you could just tape it on the outside like this. It might be easier for you. That might be a little bit easier. You could do it that way. We'll do it that way for the rest of the time because the double stick seems a little hard for everybody. You know, it's easier for me because I'm used to doing that, but I think, boy, that's way easier, isn't it? Way to make it hard, Professor Reinhart. Well, that's what I do. I'm trying to make it harder for everyone, but this is a really easy craft. And what's fun about this one is now, when we're making this lightsaber, I gotta remind everyone, don't hit anybody with it, but it will be a lot softer if it accidentally hits someone because it's just made out of paper. Okay, so we made one roll that fits. Let's make sure it fits. Oh, it fits inside. Fits inside. Let's keep doing it. We gotta do another one. So again, get out of the way, scissors. We're gonna roll this up just like that, right? And what do? We're going to stick it in the end of the first blade and let it, look at what I did. It kind of opened outward like this. We don't want it to open like that. What are we going to do? We're going to roll it so that the top edge of the paper, see that corner? It's not quite, there we go. See how it's lined up? See how that edge goes like that? And it should be kind of straight down the middle, just like that. So let's pinch it and hold it. And we'll use our one-sided tape. And if you need help with this, ask a friend or ask someone else in your house if you need a hand getting this craft and holding it in place. So see, I just use one-sided tape to do that edge. Yes, that's right. I chose a yellow blade, all right? Just like Rey. She got a yellow blade when she made her own new lightsaber, right? Or, no, wait, was Princess Leia's? I can't remember who had the yellow blade. I think it was Princess Leia. I'm sure you'll tell me down in the comments. I'm making a mistake. Anyhow, I want to have my own. Okay, look at that. Now, these have yet, see, look, it kind of pushes in and it comes back out. So it kind of retracts a little too. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so there's two. We did two tubes. And if you look at them, they go in each other. See, we do those. Let's make sure they stay inside. There's one. Make sure this one goes inside this one. Get in there. There's two. All right, and I pushed it down. Now let's do one more. Let's do one more blade piece, one more piece of paper. You guys should know this by now. My Padawans, my lightsaber Padawans, you should know how to do this by now. What do? We roll this up really carefully, right? And we put it inside the other. And then when we let go of it, now watch, I'm gonna let go. It finds how big it's supposed to get. It kind of unrolls a little. But what do? Look at the top. Oh, it's a mess. So we have to just carefully line it up, and I'm just kind of pulling it and letting it get a little bigger. Let's see. We got to line up this edge. So here, I just patted it. Now we don't want that. We don't want it to come over a bit. We want to move it. See, I'm just moving the piece of paper so that it lines up a little better. There we go. See how I did that? And I'm pinching it and holding it. I wonder if this is the way that Jedi and Sith learn how to make their lightsaber. You think this is the way? I don't think so. But this is the way we get to make one. It's fun. I've been thinking about making this lightsaber all night when I was in bed. I was like, oh, what color am I going to do? I can't wait to show them how to make a cool lightsaber. And then, look, I'm taping all along that edge. Taping it down with one-sided tape. Like I said, also you could use double-sided tape, sticky tape if you want, but you'd have to tape it underneath, like I showed earlier. So all these blade pieces should be able to fit inside each other. Look at that. 1, 2. Wait, where's one? Oh, one got too deep in. 1, 2, 3. This one should fit into. So you can kind of push them down. Make sure you never let one get too far into the other one and get lost inside. And then, oh, yeah. We need to put it back inside. Our main, this is the handle, right? Make sure it goes in. Doesn't want to go in there. Be careful, don't let it crease. See? All right, there we go. So 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, but this is kind of boring. Don't you think we should dress this up? Yes, yes, we should dress it up. Okay, so we've got our blade, and it sort of pushes in and out if we want it to. It sort of retracts like a real lightsaber. Okay, now what? Let's do our blade. Let's decorate the blade. So, like I said, I'm just using like scraps of stuff that I have around. You could have, you know, felt, or like I found these plastic jewel things, or paper, whatever you want. And you can look online at different designs for lightsabers, or you can just add whatever you want to make your design. It's your lightsaber, so you have to think about what you want it to look like. So I'm going to use, I think I want to have some felt on here, because if I hold on to it, you know, you want it to be soft. Oh, that's so soft. So I'm going to use this felt. And again, for adding felt to something like cardboard, you need to probably use a glue gun, because it dries so quickly. You can also use regular white craft glue. So aside from using a glue gun, you can also use white craft glue, but you have to wait for it to dry. And since we don't have a lot of time, I'm going to use this. Remember, this is hot, and we don't leave it on after we're finished making the craft. We turn it off. So I'm just going to add some hot glue up there and there. Be careful, it's hot. Ooh, I can see how hot it is. And I'm going to lay it on my, this is going to be where my grip is for my lightsaber. And look, it just like happens to fit all the way around just perfectly. So let's see. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make add a little bit more glue. Now, there's a lot of other ways you could decorate with yours if you want. You could just draw onto it, which is a good way too. If you don't have all these different things. See, all this stuff that I'm showing you, I'm adding to mine. I just found it in my craft. These are all scraps of stuff. So look around and see what you've got. That's when I was a kid and I was wanting to make crafts and things, I had to look around the house for anything that or look through the garbage a lot, look through the recycling to find stuff that I could use. So be creative, look around, see what you've got, you know. There's always something in the house. There's always something you could use. And if you can't, just draw it. So what else do I got? Oh, I've also got this really cool, this is like foam. And it's craft foam. Let's see, will it fit all the way around? Oh, I think it will. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some strips of things. So let's see, I'm going to take some scissors and cut some strips. Now this part, like I said, it's all up to you. What do you want your lightsaber to look like? Some people might be able to put a rancor horn on the end. You got a rancor horn just hanging around, or tooth? You could just stick it on the end. Or if you wanted feathers on yours, or if you wanted whatever you want to design your lightsaber handle, that's all up to you. That's what's really fun. And the best part is, with this, you know, it doesn't cost that much money, and you can play with it, and if it breaks, you can just make another one. You can have a whole bunch of different designed lightsabers. I'm going to use these strips. And what I'm going to do is I think what I'll do is I'll add these strips around like that. And again, I'm going to just use my glue gun very carefully. And if you need help using the glue gun, get help from somebody who is a little bit better at using it, okay? Because I don't want you to get burned. I don't like to use the glue gun for our crafts typically, but every once in a while, for something special, I will bring it out. Because not everybody's good at using a glue gun. Okay, so that's going to be the top grip. And then maybe I'll make the bottom a thicker. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Right about that. Just like that. This is fun. Oh, I'm really excited about this one. I didn't want to do this at first. I was really nervous that it was going to be boring, but now I'm really excited about it. Wow. So I know that everybody is tired of being in quarantine. It's boring, isn't it? Oh gosh, it's hard. But it's important that we do it, right? Because we don't want everyone to get sick. So everyone is doing their own little part to help out. And we were really thankful for all the doctors and nurses and all the people that deliver food to us. I mean, how great are they? Like if they are like the real Jedi Knights out there doing all the good work, right? I'm just adding more of these strips. Dee-dee-dee. All right, there we go. I made my grip. That has the little foam. Ooh, it's nice and soft. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. Okay. Now we got to do a little bit more up here. Let's see. What else? Ooh, I want some gold on there. That's cool. So this is just paper that I found that I had in my scrap drawer. And let's see, will this fit all the way around? Right there. Ooh, that's nice. I'm going to cut it down so it just fits within that area. There, so let's see. Just do like this with my glue gun. Just using whatever I got. You know, there's all kinds of things. Like I said, if you don't have any of these different materials, who cares? Just draw your details out. You can use markers or crayons, whatever you want to use to decorate the handle of your lightsaber. It's up to you. Whatever you've got around. I'm not saying you have to. Look, we don't all have a craft drawer filled with cool stuff like this. So don't feel like you have to have everything that I am using on mine. Let's see. I got a little extra there. Let's pull this out. Let's make sure that I get that there. I'm just cutting the extra off because I put a little too much. And I'm going to use this glue gun. Remember, when you're finished using a glue gun, what do? You turn it off, right? Because we don't want to start a fire. Now I think for the edge here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually trace the bottom and make, let's see, do I have a pencil somewhere? Hey, pencil, pencil, pencil. I'm going to make a circle for the bottom. I'm just going to trace it. Oops, you can't see what I'm doing. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on the bottom and I'm going to trace around it. Let's see if you can see me do that. Can you see me sort of do it? It's really rough. There we go. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure it's just a little bigger than, there's my circle. It's real rough. I'm just going to cut it out. Hopefully it'll be a little bit bigger than the actual bottom of my lightsaber. It's going to go right on the bottom. See, just like that? And I'm going to add, very carefully, add some hot glue just here on the edge. Don't you hate those little hot glue strings? They're so annoying. They're everywhere at the end of a project like this. I'm just going to add it just like that. So it's kind of a cap on the end. We got to let that dry. Oh, wait a minute. You know what else I have? Before I finish, let's get all these strings off. Glue, strings. Oh, buttons. I remember I had these. Oh, those are cool. All right, I'm just going to add them up here. Well, we got to be able to turn on and off our lightsaber, right? I'm going to put these buttons. Here's one. Oh, I need a different color one. Maybe the pink one. When I need one down here too. Maybe right there. Now, if you don't have little jewels like this, you could just make them out of paper and glue them on. I just happen to have these in my craft drawer. Oh, look at that. And I'm using my double. Okay, now, I think I'm done with my glue gun. What do I do? Unplug it. See? I unplugged it. Okay, done with you. Thank you, glue gun. You're welcome. All right, let's clean up a little. What a mess. I make such a mess when I'm making these. So, here is my blade. And here's the end that went in to this part of the handle. Let's get it inside there. Look at that. Whoa. My own. Now let's see if we can retract it. Look at that. Oh, I'm just hanging out. And then when I want to fight and show off my lightsaber skills, my mad lightsaber skills, wow, and it gets really long. Here, I'll shoot a video of me with it big. Look at that. That's so cool. We made our very own lightsaber. You can be a Jedi, you could be a Sith, you could be whatever you want. You can make your own. You could use red, you could use pink, you could use purple. I don't know, you could use all kinds of different colors. I don't care. But this is mine. This is my lightsaber. I'm so proud of it. Here is my paper towel roll lightsaber. Hey everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this today's art class. Today just making this retractable lightsaber just from a paper towel roll. Look at that, and some extra little bits and bobs that I found around the around my studio. I hope you've enjoyed today's art class. I certainly have. And yet another. This is another May the 4th be with you week Star Wars craft. And again, this is Matthew Reinhart. I hope you've enjoyed today's class, and I hope you join me next time. We'll have something cool. Again, May the 4th be with you, even though it's after the 4th. Well, who cares? We love Star Wars, right? We love Star Wars, and we're celebrating this all week long. Remember, everyone, be safe, be healthy, and be kind. This is a hard time. We're all trying to get through it, but I know everyone out there, we'll all do our part, all right? And I believe in you. All right, so keep being creative, and I hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, and may the force be with you. I still got to practice. I got to still practice with my training remote. And it also can retract. If we push them down, we can push it down and store it. But it gets pretty long if we carefully pull it out. There we go.